Okay, is this thing on? All right, as you can see, I am out here in an outcropping of Landscapeazite, and it's a fairly extensive one. You know, we got all kinds of Landscapeazite stuff I never even know. I don't even know what it is. But I picked up 2 packets of Landscapeazite to take home. This one they're marketing as mixed polished pebbles, and this one is mixed pond pebbles. So we're going to take these back and see what in the world. Well, we're going to make shinies out of them. Yeah, them too. I find a stone and take it home and polish it and hope it shines, and also there's a chicken. Okay, we are outside, and I've got what they're calling mixed polished pebbles into the wheelbarrow of destiny here. And, well, what we're going to do is we're going to break it open and see what we got in there. Oh! Eek. Wait a minute. Okay, now it's open. So let's dump this out. Woo, yeah, that's noisy. Let's see what we got. You know what? We're going to have to hit that with a spray hose of shininess. Oh, and guess what? Looks like they have them waxed. Yes. Okay, what do they call this? Mixed polished pebbles. That's wrong. This is absolutely smooth roundishite. I mean, there's no question about it. They're smooth and they're roundish, so they're smooth roundishite. And they are definitely waxed. I mean, seriously, folks, you're waxing this stuff? Ah, let's see what we got here. Ooh, that one's actually pretty. We got a lot of decent looking, nice stuff here. Hey, look at that. Holy Moses. That's agate. Look at that. Look at that. That's agate. Yeah, like I was saying, agate. Had to spray it down a little bit more. We got agate, and looks like jasper. And we got redite. Yeah, it's redite. But what gets me is all this stuff is waxed. I mean, oh, look at this. Now that's definitely some kind of jasper. Oh yeah. But this stuff is waxed. I guess when they want to make it shiny, they want it to be shiny. But, well, there's your basic quartz, apparently. And holy Moses, we got, well, there's all kinds of stuff in that one. Look at that, that's pretty cool. And there's your yellow greenite. And then you got your flatite here. I don't know if there's any more of that agate, like that booger in here. Ooh. That looks like some pretty speckly greenite stuff. Now talk about speckly green, look at that. That's green with green. Green inside green. And that looks like jasper. Ooh, looky here. Now, what is that? Is that agate? Is it quartz? I don't know, but it's pretty. And look at that. Oh my gosh, that's more of that red colored jasperish or agate-ish jaspery stuff. This seems to be a pretty good bag. Now that's got, wow. Yeah, wow. And look at that. Yellow orangeite. Look at that. There's another piece of that quartzy jasper looking stuff. Why am I calling it jasper? quartzy agate looking stuff. Okay, well, I mean, there's all kinds of, still lots of pretty stuff in here, but this one's kind of, what is that? Anyway, I'm going to set these up, a couple off to the side, and let's get to the other bag of stuff, okay? Okay, here's the pond pebbles, and this time I was smart enough to open the bag first. Oh, wow. Ooh. Let's see if I can get the, Okay, pond pebbles are dumped. Now, I don't think these are waxed. So let's get the spray hose of destiny out and see what we, oh boy. Look at this. We got some serious shiny stuff going on here. Wow. I mean, look at that. Whiteite. Look at that. White with red veinite. And holy smokes, look at that piece of semi-clear quartz. This stuff looks like it's going to be... Oh, let me flatten it out. Okay, let's see what we got now. We got some pretty decent, cool stuff in this one. Look at that. That is quartz with all kinds of crapola in it. This one here, woohoo! That's got some seriously nice veins of whatever running through it. Wow. I'm sort of hoping for some real dark reddish stuff. You know, maybe a giant ruby that somebody missed and chucked in here by accident. But you never know. Look at that, we got some quartz with a redite in it. I mean, overall, this is, oh wow. I don't know if you can see the depth in that or not. These are really kind of pretty. Now that one, if it was cleaner, that would really be nice. Let me see if I can hose that off some. One thing about this stuff, it's really, really wet, or dirty. Really dirty. That almost looks like smoky quartz. That could be interesting to cut up. Well, most of these are going to be interesting to cut. You know, nice about these, they're big enough that I might be able to cut around until I find a decent section that's really semi-gem quality. Look at that coloration in that. Wow, I can probably slab some of these and Okay, so this is what we got with the multicolored shinyite. And I'll sort through these a little bit better, clean them up better, and have an updated, I'll be back with better pictures. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, well, I sorted through everything and came in and, well, here's what we got. Here's some of the stuff that I picked out. Alrighty. You got a nice little pile here. And I still can't, I'm just sort of like, are you kidding me that they have these things waxed? And, I mean, well, this isn't waxed. Maybe that is waxed. Look at that. See how shiny that is? That almost looks like it's lacquered. Or it could be tumble polished. But, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's that first one that I picked up that I said, this is a piece of agate. Now, I don't think we could see it real well out there in the sun, but might be able to see it now. Let me get the super bright light of brightiness here. And nope, I can't see anything shining through it. Ah, is that the brightest of the bright? Yep, there's the flashy. There's the UV. Ah, that's the super bright. Nope, can't see anything. All right, honestly, you see there's some depth in here. You can see through down into that somewhat. Maybe if I shine a light on it, blinky. Oh no, the UV's not shine. Wait, the UV, is it shining? I don't know what's going on here. Nope, the UV is not UVing, but the super bright is. I don't know if I shine some extra light on there, if you can see. There is some depth to it, but I still think it's agate. And here's a piece. Now you can, honestly, you can feel the wax on there. And if you look, I'm scraping it with my nail and you can see that there's it's either wax or some kind of shellac type coating. But here you see this is like a jasper. It's real shiny. Definitely, you know, that's jasper as far as I'm concerned. And this one, this is roundish shinyite, or shiny roundishite. But it's awfully kind of nice. I like that bead of whatever going through there. This one, there's a little bit of translucency in that too. So this is either a piece of, look at that. You can see that coating that I'm scraping. See that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? So I don't know what they have on these. Well, it's definitely some kind of wax. I mean, yeah, look at that. Look how that beads. It's like a brand new car finish. Anyway, here we go. This was another piece. You can see there's, I hope you can see it on the video. There's like reddish and yellowish in there. Sort of looks like some of the rocks that I found out in the, out in the yard. And this is definitely a reddishite. Got some reddishite in there. And it's like a jaspery. It's more of a jasper than agate. But then this it might be more of an agate than a jasper. I don't know. And this one here, I'm telling you what, I love this. I'm thinking cut a slab out of that and make it into a piece of slabite. But with all this stuff in there, and if the inside looks like this, I'm thinking that's going to be really pretty. Overall, I'm tickled to death with what we're getting out of that. I mean, I may have to go down there and buy another bag of that. Of course, this would be the expensive stuff. Like $7.50 is really expensive, but hey, I think it's expensive. I'm sticking to my story about being expensive. But here, I think this is another piece of jaspery, agate, something or other. That's not supposed to be here. And then you got this little roundish one. Roundishite, But they've got some very subtle reds and oranges in there. All in all, I'm tickled. I'm really curious how this one's going to come out. I'm very tempted just to use this as the top of a cab and do this entire piece as this is the face. Even though it's like got a dip here on the back end, I can fix that. So I can shape, you know what I do. I mean, yeah, I can shape that. Definitely that's going to be one we do. Definitely it's going to be one we do. And probably this one's going to be one we do. You know what? We'll probably end up doing all of these, but I don't know for sure. So let me put these back in the yogurt container of destiny. And let's get the other stuff out. Okay, here are the other ones. These were the other pond pebbles. Aha! And it wasn't... These seem to be pretty much like some of the stuff I got at the at the landscaping place, except bigger. And this doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. Okay, well, let me put this to the side first. I've got this one here. You can see we've got yellowy stuff there. Let's see if I can get some flashlighty stuff going on. No, maybe sort of, you can sort of see. I really need to get a super bright light. Definitely not one that blinks. Man, that's aggravating that you can sort of see that the light comes through it somewhat. And if you make it wet, there's much better. Well, you can see this center part seems very promising. And there was a lot of stones in there like that. But this was one of the better ones. This here, again with this here, this has some nice contrasts in colors. Whatever these bands that are running through there are sort of a greenish, it's greenishite running through there. Greenishite running through the orangishite. Yeah, I can see maybe cutting a slab off of this, seeing how much of that runs through. Because it does seem to go the whole way through at least. This cute little piece here is like some type of smoky something or other. I can somewhat see inside there. Yeah, maybe my batteries are just dead. And I can clean up the outside of this, maybe get a better view of what it is. But that looks like smoky quartz. This one, there's a lot of, there's clear areas and probably some type of iron oxide making all this red go on in there. But this is one I'll probably end up doing the outside just to see what we got in there. That one's kind of nice. This one, I'm almost certain that this is quartz, but it has some nice milky bandings running through it. And that might be a nice, that's going to give you some nice looks. And this is another one that has a lot of banding running through it. Let me get her all wet. Okay, as you can see on this side, is that even going to work? Nah, it ain't helping nothing. You're no help today, flashlight of destiny. You can see there is some bandings running through there too. And a lot of times with these quartz with the bandings in it, when I start cutting away at it, get a nice smooth window, you can see there's like relation in there, or who knows what. And then like here across the band, across this way, you can see there's bands running this way and there's bands running this way. And when those babies cross, sometimes you get some pretty decent effects. You'll get some really clear area with those bands that make all kinds of this through it. But this one, and the wire's getting on my nerves. This one don't look like much like this, but let me get it a little bit wet. And you start seeing clear area, heavy banding, clear area, heavy banding around. And there's a lot of heavy banding or milky area here, but almost right underneath there is this clear, more clear stuff. So I'm hoping if I start taking this off, you'll see clear with all this banding going through there. And we might get something exceptionally special out of this one. But you never know until we start. So, why the hell out of the picture? Here's what we got with these guys, with that bag. And my flashlight of destiny. So, for the next video or so, I'll be cutting some of these stones. And I may go down and get another bag or two of these guys, because this seemed to have a lot of cool stuff in it. I'll probably end up cutting this one very soon to see if I want to go down and get more. But regardless, if I keep getting like jasper and pieces like that in there, yeah, that's going to be a nice stone. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the stuff that, you know, makes it more fun for us to make the videos for you. So thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.